Um, so, why do you think architects in general have such a limited knowledge about historic preservation?
They do?
Well, from my experience, they do.
Well, I think it's because historic preservation, in terms of its policy and so forth, is somewhat arcane and a little bit mysterious, and it's not. It's not really. Its perspective is not the way architects really look at buildings, and that may be because most of the rules and the procedure was probably developed by other than architects. It was developed by historians.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But mostly by archaeologists,
Hmm.
and they really have a weird view of things.
Right. Okay. Mhm.
And
Yeah, I think part of this comes from conversations that have occurred with preservation architects involving the Ekman offices over at on Camelback and
Yeah.
First, where it was adaptively reused and now is I guess a successful restaurant, yet the preservation community isn't happy with what was done. And I don't know the architect, I don't know any of other of his work, in fact. Wendell Burnett is his name, I think.
Wendell Burnett.
Burnett.
he's a really good design architect.
Mhm.
He's celebrated for his design excellence.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, he's one of the leading architects of the state.
Mhm.
But he didn't do preservation projects, or at least.
Well, it's a matter of looking at it. I haven't looked at that building very closely, but I remember it from years ago because when I worked for Ralph Haver, our office was next door.
Oh, neat. At the
And-
red building?
No,
Where-
well, it may be where the red building is
furniture.
now,
Uh-huh.
but the building that we were in is long gone, I think.
Oh, shame.
But I remember when that building was built,
Mhm.
and I really thought it was a super building, and I particularly liked the way he did put drainage on the flat roof. It was such a subtle little touch, little feature that you could see how he accomplished the drainage.
Mhm.
From the street, you could see this, and yet still he had a flat roof on it.
Mhm.
Well, that's been pretty much obscured. I'm not sure Wendell had the same appreciation for the building
Mhm.
that I had.
Mhm.
And I think he looked more at it as a found object to play with.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he turned it into something quite new and original
Mhm.
and very creative.
Mhm.
And I liked what he did. I also liked what the building was. So there's kind of